Hello and welcome back to Vintage Farming. Right, we are just making our way over to the silo because we have some triticale that we can actually sell for a reasonably decent price, and we might as well take advantage of that. So as you can see, it has snowed here now that we're in January, but if you look closely at the ground, you'll see little patches of what looks like grain. I should be able to fill this up now. Oh, nearly. There we go. Can I not fill this up? Ah, there we go. So we need to find a triticale. Perfect. So we'll let that fill. Yeah, so that's supposed to be snow. Now, this issue is persisting. I haven't had a proper chance to try and change it, or edit it, or look into it, or anything really. But it isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just a bit of a fill type issue, I imagine, but no problem. Oh, bloody hell, we're still filling. Takes ages. Right, there we go. So, we do need to see exactly where we're taking it, but the price is at its best right now. So, tag Rural Sales 1, which is right there. Very, very close indeed. So, we'll let this finish up, and then we'll see you at the sell point. Alright, here we are. I just have to make this turn work. It's a bit narrow of an entrance, but we should be fine. Watch yourself, chickens. Right, here we go. And this one we do have to open ourselves, I imagine. There we go. I'll just drive on through. I don't know where the tip side is on this, but we shall figure it out in a moment. There we go. So we will start unloading it. It is a side tip. Oh, there we go. Getting the grain sold. See it from this side? No, not really. Nice little injection of cash that at £17,974. Nothing to really scoff at. Now, can I not get out this way? Nope. Wow, there's enough of a... that was very near. How did I get in? Right, well this is problematic. I will speak to the owner of the establishment and ask about this black magic trickery. There we go. Oh my goodness. Right, well, as everything stands in January, I don't think that we really have much else on. And I'm not a big fan of the weird snow textures, because it drives like you're on snow, but it doesn't look like it. So it's a bit funny. Anyways, I think what we'll do is we'll check on the cows, make certain that they are all fed in that, because I'm almost certain that they're probably in need of more food than just moisture food. But let's have a quick check while we're here. So they do require some food. I think what will happen is, because I feed them almost every episode now, I will pass through probably February as well, because silage is not going to be sold. We can maybe sell that the next time when we have a nice stockpile of it, but we'll feed that to the cows, and I suppose that would be a good time to sell some. So we could sell some. How big is our trailer? Let's see. Maybe we can get one trailer load sold, bring in some extra cash. 29,000. I think we'll do that. I think this is an extended size, but where would we sell it exactly? Because maybe we should sell some silage as well for the good price it is. The biogas plant, which is where exactly? For some reason, I can't ever remember going there, but it is unfortunate that we have this silly texturing. I think I still will sell some silage though, so what I'll do is I'll head back to the farm, I'll get the silage loaded up, and we'll see you at the BGA. Alright, luckily for us we can just drive up like this, and it should allow us to load straight in, which is really lovely. So we're going to be selling about half what we have in the fermenter, but we do still have about 18-ish or 15,000 litres in the pit. So not a big problem, even if this exceeds 29,000 or whatever it said, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, brilliant. That is really cool. So we'll head over to the BGA, which is not very far away, and we'll get this sold. Alright, welcome to the BGA. Now, as you can see, there is no snow anywhere at all. I have actually gone into the development mod and removed all the snow altogether, so it's a bit strange to have a snowless January, but nevertheless we have arrived now at the biogas plant. I think we missed, I did see the trigger pop up. It should be just right here. Yeah, brilliant. So we'll get that silage loaded in to the BGA and watch that money go up. Now it might not take it all, which is fine because we can leave the lorry here, but it should take it all. Going quick at least. Anyways, January, February will be done very quickly. I will do the cows off camera. We'll just get that done, and yeah, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Moving on to March. There we go, 16,602 for not an awful lot of silage, considering how quickly we can actually make it as well. Yeah, it's not that bad. Right, we really need to give this lorry a clean. So what I think we'll do is I'm going to, because I didn't get an opportunity to do a time-lapse to the BGA for the first time, I'll do a time-lapse back to the farm, give the lorry a wash, and then feed the cows. That I'll do off camera though. And then we can crack on probably straight through till March. Good morning and welcome to February. So as you can see, we're outside of the muck pile here. Well, it doesn't look like muck, but I promise it is, and we have 71,000 litres of it. I have decided to sell a couple trailer loads, so that's what we're going to do. We have washed out the trailer from putting silage in, which is fine anyways. We will also wash it after this sales session. So we are going to do 2 full trailer loads, so that's going to be just shy of 60,000, which will leave us with about 12,000 litres of manure, which is absolutely fine because the greenhouses are still doing really well for manure, and we will constantly be producing more, but the price is just really, really good. Now the price of milk is also going up, nearing on to the best price. However, it hasn't quite hit that just yet, and it is increasing, and we're running out of room, so we are going to be selling some milk as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 trailer loads of manure here, and then I will do 1 trailer load of milk, because we only want to sell 1, well, maybe 2 actually, depending on how the price gets to by the time we've done the manure. Alright, here we are arriving with load number 2. I will go to the trigger here and see what we get. What is going on with our wheels? They're going all crazy. Maybe it thinks that the snow texture is still there, so it comes in and out of, yeah, that's a bit strange. If that's the case, I don't know. Just a hypothesis, at least. Anyways, let's crack on with this, get the manure sold. I don't know if you saw in the first bit of the time lapse, we got just over £16,000 for the manure, and this time we got £16,008, which is a bit less because the price is going down. But if we look at the price of milk, it is gone up still even more, so that's brilliant. And yes, it's a couple £1,000 shy of what we could sell it at maximum value, but we're literally out of room. We're nearly full for the cows, so I'll head back to the farm. I'll get the milk tank. I think the milk tanker that's there now, the new mobile milk storage, is full up. So if that's the case, we'll sell that straight away, come back, sell some more, and honestly, we might as well just sell the lot, if we can. I mean, that would be ideal. We'll see where it needs to be sold. We'll head back to the farm first, and we'll sort that out. Alright, we'll connect up to our milk tanker, which according to that thing on the front there says it will fill up at 17,000. That's brilliant that it shows what's in there. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know how this tractor is going to perform, but we shall see. Anyways, it is full. Bloody Nora. I wonder if it's time to look into a tractor, a bigger tractor. I mean, I do love the size of the tractors we have, but this, well, it's working. I mean, we are getting where we're going, but to have something a bit bigger wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. I do feel as though I would replace, if I was to replace a tractor, it would probably be this one. But it is pretty good, this tractor. I do quite like it. It sounds good and it is good. I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. If anything, I'd like to add to the arsenal of tractors that we have, but not with one too big, but also one that is bigger than this, which is 100 horsepower. The Z-Tor is 80. And I think that one is perfect because it's perfect for mowing. All the grass work can be done with the Z-Tor. Even the wagon, the loading wagon is fine. I do use it with this though, just looks nice on this. But yeah, we'll have to look though, because we are making some nice cash now. I know I want to put up more productions as well, but we'll just have to see, because I would like to upgrade, and I do have a few bigger vintage tractors as well. I'd like to look into some more. Perhaps there are more since I first established my sort of mods put together. So we shall see. Anyways, we are nearly at the milk or the dairy sales, which is where we went the last time that we sold a load of milk. We sold so much milk, but we did sell, actually it's probably about the same amount, but it's just in a smaller tanker, so it felt like way more. That's probably what it was. Right, now we've got a bit of a sharp turn in this way. I'll be honest, this tractor handles this really well. It's a bit slow and to get going in that, but it is handling it well. I suppose another test will be handling it empty, because if we are going to use it for transporting milk, that's pretty much its job, is to transport milk. We do want something a bit quicker, I reckon. Is this it here? Yeah, it is. Right, so we'll stop that. The money is going up. We will untag this place. And while that's going a bit slowly, we'll have a quick look at large tractor. I don't know if there's any large ones. Oh, there is, yeah. So there's this one, the Kiravets, which is very large. I don't know if we need that big of a tractor. There's the IMT, which at 360, again, massive. Wouldn't even fit in the bloody farm. Anything in the sale? Nope, nope. Medium tractors it is. And so we do have a few. We do have a few nice ones. I don't know, does the Fiat count? Does that count? Because that would be an option. That would be the option, really. Possibly. Well, alright, what is the grand total? 37,958. Call it £38,000, which we're going to do one more time. So, we'll head back to the farm. We'll get the milk sorted. I'll see how the tractor handles on the way back. And we'll see if we need a new tractor or not. Right, here we are, returning to the dairy sales with another load. This is load number 2 of milk, and what happened there? We just got stuck on nothing. Weird. Very strange. Right, we are here selling some more milk, and while the milk goes and sells, I will show you the tractor I have in mind. Now, we did make a nice amount of money from the milk, and I feel it would be wise to sell the rest, because why not? The price is very, very good, especially given the fact that it's not the peak time, so just going to run with it. I have decided on a tractor in which I'd like to use. I haven't used this brand for a while, so I'm looking forward to it. At this point, might as well wait to see how much, because I feel as though one load or a load and a half, maybe a load and just a bit, can cover the price of the tractor. Let's see. 38, so the price has gone up since the first load, which means the next load will be in and around the same, which is lovely. Well, actually it'll be less because it is less milk, but before we leave here, and I reckon we'll probably do another load with the Belarus. I'm not selling it, but I will be using a different tractor from here on out for this. But allow me to show you. So we do have 2 tractors. Well, we have 3 actually, but we've got the Belarus, which is 105 horsepower, 34 kph, not that fast, and you know, decent power. In small tractors, this one's not ours, ignore that, that's the shop one. This one here, and the other one's worth, what, about 8,000. This one here, 81 horsepower, not worth much. The Massey 45, perfect for what we're using it for. But the one I'd like to buy is another small tractor, and it's proper vintage as well. The DX 140 by Dudes Far. I really like the look of this tractor. It's very similar. It has similar vibes to the Belarus and the Z-Tour, actually, in the same sort of vintage sense. But at 52,000 we can afford it with the 3-point on the front, but I will probably opt for it without to start and then go from there. I think that's pretty good. So £47,000, we got about, I don't know, 10,000 more that we're adding on from 1 tank of milk. If I'm looking at it that way, it's a tank of milk and another £10,000, which is fine. We also, I also have loans and vehicles on lease, so we should really pay down as much of that as possible, so that moving forward, we can then buy another factory. We still have factories that we have to sell produce from, which will help even more to pay things off. So I think the best thing to do would be to pay off some loans and buy ourselves a tractor. A little bit of a treat. Right, we'll get the third load sold very quickly here, and then we can move on to March. And here we are for a final time today, getting nearly a full tanker load of milk sold. It was at 15,000, but time just keeps on going, so the milk keeps on being produced. So let's get straight into brass tacks, as they say, and get some money sorted. So I did, and oh, I forgot to mention this before as well. I did pay off 30,000 from our initial loan. That would have between January and February. So I did actually pay, or even before that, but either way, I've paid off 30,000 from that loan, which is really good. Now I plan on paying off even more of it, potentially all of it. Yeah, we've just hit 170,000. That is amazing. Let's repay the whole thing. That is a good feeling. Okay, now, so we did end up getting 36,800, so maybe 1,000 less. Really, really nice, that. We also have to look at our leased vehicles. We have the lorry on lease still. To purchase is, oh, we should just do that. 20,000 to purchase that. We know we're keeping it, so let's do it. Let's do the trailer along with it. Purchase for 15, yes please. And what about the cultivator? £3,000. Look at that. We have completely paid off all of our loans, all of our leasing, and still have £69,955,000 in the bank. Sorry, did I say 69,955,000? That's not what I meant, but you see the number, and it is glorious. So, now what we're going to do is head back to the farm. We're not going to purchase the Deutz today, just because we don't need it today. We are going to move on now to March. Sorry, mate, can you not walk in the middle of the bloody road? Wanker. Anyways, we are going to go back to the farm and get sorted for spring, because we do have the hemp to put in. I can't remember now if it's March or April. I think it's March, but it's probably April. Either way, we are going to get that in soon. We also have the linseed oil that we made from the flax seed, interestingly enough. But we are going to sell that as well, because that is a really good price in March, supposedly. So I'm looking forward to March very much. So we are going to head back to the farm, as I've said 1,000 times. We'll see you there. Good morning and welcome to March. It is a beautiful morning and we are just feeding the cows. I'm giving the very last bit of silage from the pit, which will now be sold. So March is actually a relatively quiet month. We do not have the hemp ready to plant ready to drill rather, until April. So that's fine. But that being said, we do now have March available to do other things. Cotton is at a good price, but we're not going to sell it. We are going to take it over to the factory, which I suppose we could do now, because it is just sat empty at the moment. Potatoes and cotton are going well. Potatoes, I did take some out to feed to the cows, which are doing very well. We do have more silage to give them. Slurry is filling up, as always. Yeah, I don't know. I've considered, since we're getting a bigger tractor, I've considered selling our other slurry tanker in the distance there, the one that connects to this lorry, and buying the slurry equivalent of this, because it's just so it's big. I know it's the same kit, but it's massive, and it will be very useful if we have a bigger tractor as well. So under trailers, no, it will be under slurry tanks, yeah. So it holds 9,000. It's not very much. It's not worth very much either, but that other trailer can't be worth very much itself. Even in the yeah, there we go, in that variant. This is a slurry shuttle, but I don't think it can actually... That could be an option. But I like this as the option because it's a shuttle and it's an actual spreader as well. So you can spray your fields with this, which is really nice. So I would have to change the colour. I couldn't do the red. If we did, well, I suppose if we went with the Deutz, we could do it in a nice green as well, with the black. Possibly. I don't know. I think that might be the option. It does say 150 horsepower though, which is more than our new tractor would be able to do. Anything in the medium category as well I reckon would be fine. This one it's too big as well. It's articulated, is it not? It looks articulate. Maybe it's not. But it's an option, and it's actually the same bloody price. But it's so big. It's massive. I don't know. We shall... Oh, wow. That is something. At least we know it can. Haha. Impressive. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's really big. I don't think we'd ever need something that big, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think the Deutz will be the one we go for, but nevertheless, yeah, we might switch up the slurry setup as well, just because we're making so much of it. We can only spread it on the fields so quickly. So, speaking of fields, all ready and sprayed, here is where the hemp is going to go. But what I think we'll do is we are going to rest until later in March, because the price of linseed oil is increasing, and it does say March. Let's have a look at this calendar as well. Linseed oil. Flax seeds. What about linseed? There's so many things. Blimey, look at that. Linseed oil. So it does say the max is 10 to 40, which we're basically at. Blimey. it's just going to start going down. So we'll keep an eye on that over the course of the next, I don't know, month, and we'll see what happens. So in the meantime, we'll leave you with this beautiful shot. We will rest for a bit, and we'll see you when the linseed is ready to sell. Right, so a bit of a change of direction. So we are still going to sell the linseed oil, but we're not going to rest to do it. We're going to do it right now because the price is more than likely going to start decreasing, and we don't want that. So let's crack on with it. The 3-point we will forget about. So obviously I'm buying a new tractor. It is going to haul the trailer, so that's very nice. Mitis, we'll get those on. We can come back later and upgrade these. I would like to upgrade to the BKTs. Well, the wide is quite nice. Oh, go on, 49. Beacon, no, we don't need a beacon, really. We don't have a beacon on our current tractors, that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep everything as stock as possible. Let's get that swapped around to something a bit different. Yeah, looks alright there with the plate on the front, and I think... yeah, I quite like those BKTs on there. Brilliant, so £49,000. We have it purchased. There it is. It is absolutely lovely. Let's hop in and see how lovely it is inside. Oh, sounds nice, all fired up. There we go. And we're off. Right. So this is vintage, but it is much quicker than our other tractors. Wow. This is really going to help us get around the farm, as well as selling milk, selling whatever the lorry really can't deal with, I suppose. And then any farm work that the other tractor... this is... wow. This is wicked. This is a whole new level to vintage. I love it. So what we'll do then is we'll take our brand new tractor all the way down to the farm, collect the flatbed trailer that we have there. We'll head over to the production area and we'll get some linseed oil pallets loaded on. And here we are. We've arrived at our small production area, and we do have the canola here going very well. Oh, we are flying around for some reason. There we go. We've got the John Deere skid steer all ready to go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is where the pallets will spawn, but we should probably just try and pop out a couple at least. Linseed oil, where is it? Linseed oil and spawn 10, I suppose. Oh, can we only do 6 at a time? Is that why? Okay. There we go. Oh, right, we're at the wrong production. Bloody hell. I was over at the spinnery trying to do that. There we go. Look at that. Our linseed oil. Jumpy's linseed oil. Absolutely beautiful. Nice blue bottles there as well. Right, we'll get the Deutz over here. Don't want to destroy any crop if we can avoid it, and I think we can avoid it. For the most part, that's good. Right, let us get lined up on this side here. Yeah, this will be the best place. Oh, right, so it's 2,000, is it 2,000 litre pallets? 2,000. Okay, so I should... well, that's fine. It's all loaded out now, so we'll go and get the small John Deere skid steer and we'll start loading up some linseed oil. Right, we have made it to the sell point. Now this is very near to where, well, it's in the same complex as where we sold our manure, but we are selling linseed oil instead. So we do have our Pallets all ready to go here. The Deutz has been an absolute champion in its delivery of everything. It's been amazing. There we go. Watch it all sell. We had about, what, 10,000 some litres of linseed oil. Now it is finally selling. We can untag that. Watch it all sell, the final bit, and sell it for £111,000. That is absolutely incredible. I did not expect to get that much money and pay off all our loans and pay off all our leases and buy a new tractor and amazing. Absolutely amazing. I do quite like this, Deutz. I think this will be a nice addition to the farm. Different than I was expecting. I was expecting to go for one of the more, you know, the same sort of style as the Belarus, but I decided, you know what, let's go for the Deutz. It looks amazing. It's proper vintage. I think it began production, this model, in 1978, so I will count that as a nice vintage addition to vintage farming. But that does do us for the end of this episode. It has been action-packed in the sense of making loads of cash, paying off things. It's been a cash episode, getting ready for spring drilling, which I cannot wait because we're filling up a huge crop full of hemp that we're going to use for fabric and for oil. It's going to be incredible. Right, as always, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have done, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.